Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name is Elizabeth Jones. I'm going to be a social worker for these sessions that we will be having together. Um, so first off, I wanted to inform you about confidentiality and informed consent. Basically, tell you what it means. Basically, confidentiality means that um, everything that happens during these sessions will stay between me and you. Um, An informed consent basically meaning like if I have to give information about what's going on during these sessions, basically to like a court or to a police officer, anything or anyone that needs it, really, um, you will have to sign off on it before I give it to them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you doing today?
I'm all right.
All right, so I want you to explain basically why you started coming to sessions.
My people made me come
Okay. Why did your family make you start to come to session?
because they be talking about some I'm aggressive and I'm so mean and uptight and something wrong with me. But ain't nothing wrong.
Okay. Um, can you basically kind of, tell me what a normal day looks like for you?
So my day starts off, I go to class and
Hmm.
then I go to work and be there for 8 hours. So when I get off, I don't be wanting to be bothered. And as soon as I walk through the door, here they come asking questions, nitpicking with me, and I just flip out.
Okay. Um, so how do things go for you at work?
Mm, lately, they've been not that well.
Okay. Can you, you know, elaborate on that? Why they're not going so well?
Cause it's like they just be too much work now. I hate dealing with the customers. I'm picking up on heavy totes all day. My coworkers, it ain't no help, no teamwork. I just feel like I'm basically slaving by myself when I be at work.
Okay. Um, so I first want to ask you this before I ask you my next question. Are you a college student?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know right now things are kind of different, but I know at some universities, they kind of still do have students that go to regular classes. Do you have any classes on your schedule where you have to meet in person?
I used to. Well, I still do, but I used to actually go in person in the beginning of the semester, but then I stopped and just started going online.
Okay, so when you were going in the classroom, how did you interact with other students and your teacher?
I didn't. I just went in class, sat down. I might speak to the first few people that showed up, speak to my professor, and that was it. But I never held any conversations with my other classmates.
Okay, so you would prefer to be online instead of being in the classroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it because, like, would you prefer to be online because you don't really have to interact with, people that much, or is it other reasons?
That sounds about right. I'd rather be, in the peace in my own space and privacy and just watch it.
Okay. So you also mentioned that you have a couple of issues at home. So can you kind of explain to me like what kind of goes down at home, like after you get home from work and from school?
So when I get home, I'll be kind of tired and cranky. I don't do much but try to go to the shower and then, go to bed. But it's like my mom or somebody will stop me as soon as I walk through the door and be asking 1,000 questions like, how was my day? What did I do today? And I just don't be feeling like talking. And I would tell her, like, why you asking so many questions? And it just starts the whole argument.
Okay. So, okay, so have how long has, this aggression that you say that your family says that you've been having, how long has that been going on?
Mm, I'd say about 6, 7 months.
Okay, so basically during the pandemic it's been going on.
Yeah, this pandemic has just been working my nerves too.
Okay, so has any of this occurred, before the pandemic, or has it just
Not really. Me and my family were pretty cool before the pandemic, but it's like since then, being locked up in the house, we realized that it's not for us.
okay? All right. So, um, let's see. Since you said that, that the things been going on since the pandemic, with the aggression, do you think that the pandemic may have, you know, added to the aggression or caused it to be worsened, since you said that you had issues kind of like that before the pandemic, or, you know, or is it kind of, you know,
No,
okay, can you explain why you think the pandemic isn't having any effect with your aggression?
um, because I feel like it's no aggression at all. They're saying it's aggression, and the pandemic it hasn't really done nothing but made me have to deal with them even more. So it's like, why be aggressive every day we're in this pandemic?
Okay, so since the pandemic, before the pandemic, I want to know this. Before the pandemic, did you stay like on your university's campus, or were you staying at home?
I've always stayed at home and commute to campus.
Okay, so that's not okay. Um, okay, I guess now I want to ask you basically. I remember you saying that when you come home from work, you really are tired and cranky, and that you just want to take a shower and try to go to bed. What time do you usually get home from work and from school?
So I get up at 8 for classes at school, and then from there I'll be at work for like 11 or 12 in the morning, and then I don't make it home sometimes till about 10 or 11 at night, depending on what time I get off that day.
Okay, so would you say that you don't get enough sleep at night?
Definitely.
Okay, do you think that maybe, in future sessions we could try to work out like a good schedule for you to kind of help you with the like with scheduling with your schoolwork and stuff, and I know a job, like, it's going to be hard to work around the job and everything, but do you think we could try to uh, work around like your school schedule to try to give you a little bit more time to rest? Do you think we could, work on
Um,
that in the future?
yeah, I think that's possible.
Okay. Um, all right. So I think that's kind of all I really wanted to touch on today during your session. So next time we'll talk more about, what's going on at home, since you've been at home more often than you usually are. We can talk about that, and we can kind of, go from there.
Okay, that sounds cool.
All right. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.